Yeah. Is this the night after John's show? What a show. What a badass show. Super proud of my brother, man. It's really motivating to see somebody come to a new city and just deliver such high quality show, such high quality performance, high quality crowd. Let's go put this coffee in an actual cup, man. But yeah, we just got back from John's show last night. It was great. This is the new spot, YouTube. I don't think y'all seen it. I haven't dropped a YouTube vlog in a minute. Moved out, and my spot, Kenny's spot. Kenny and I are roommates. If y'all don't know the story of how Kenny and I met, we met at our last apartment. He was living in that place as well. Gotta do the dishes, so don't mind that. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna put you over here, bro. It's funny how, quick story about how Kenny and I met, and then I'll jump onto John's show last night and everything. YouTube, moved out of downtown. Vocal Temple is doing amazing. I'm jumping into a new era of my life where I'm trying to build out my agency. I have an AI automation agency, and so we're trying to grow that. And Kenny and I decided to partner up and roommate about a month ago. It's been a great transition, great guy and everything, great roommate. We met at our last apartment, and you know, when you vibe with people, man, you gotta keep your people around. Oh, anyways, that's the story behind my new place. But John's show, man, honestly, like, what a very, very memorable experience. Like, y'all gotta understand, John's my really good friend, right? And so, seeing him come to the city and grow like that, and deliver the things that he's been able to do, and like put the show together, bro. Like, just put the show together, connect the people, right? Like, I'm good with it. I'm good with the computer. I'm good with the internet, and yeah, I'm good with people as well. But that's something that I could learn from John, is how to put a big situation together. With, you know, John worked with very minimal resources, and he made big outcome out of that. So props to my boy John, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Today's vlog is really just gonna be more so of quick update on everything that we got going on. As I said, I've taken a new venture. If you've been following my channel for a minute, or if you just know me, you know I'm very passionate about technology. Very passionate about, where can y'all see right? Very passionate about technology. Very passionate about artificial intelligence. And so I've started my own AI automation agency. And you guys are gonna get to see me essentially grow this company. I'm doing a lot of content right now, but I'm not gonna post it. This video I'm gonna post on YouTube just as one of those random videos that I post. You know, YouTube has been my own personal documentary, my own personal journey, and I like that, you know. I don't have to have 1 million views on a video for me to feel like I can drop a video. Sometimes I use YouTube to vent and give an update to myself about my own life, right? To vent about my own life. But anyways, what a good ass show last night. And yeah, so the AI company. If you need a website, it's deeper than just a website, right? A website is just the beginning when it comes to like your online presence. But the most important thing that businesses can do is create a very strong online presence. The very first test that I do to see if anybody has an online presence, you just Google their name, right? Like if you're a business and you can't Google yourself, we need to work on that. If I Google Alexsoy, I pray that after all these years, my music, my ecosystem offers, my products, my online products, I hope that they just pop right up, and they do. You can go right now to Google, ChatGPT, anybody, any online service, and look up Alexsoy, and it'll tell you exactly who I am. And that's what I do for businesses, right? So I'm gonna help businesses with my AI automation agency scale by automating very minimal tasks in their business that actually take time. And because that takes time, it takes in time from their actual business. Examples could be an automation system for your bookings, right? It automatically gets put on your calendar. It automatically follows up with your customer. It automatically reminds your customer. Review automations, Google review automations. A lot of businesses, and I'm working with a lot of trade skill businesses, right? So plumbing, construction, landscaping. Reason being is because these companies, each project for them is huge. So if we could just land them 1 or 2 or 3 clients per month is a huge difference. And so a lot of these businesses, they don't have a lot of reviews yet, right? They don't have a lot of Google reviews, a lot of this, a lot of that. So you help them out with that. And of course, building websites for businesses, right? It's about to be 2026. Of course, anybody can make a website. But see, here's what I realized. Anybody can make a website. That doesn't mean that everybody should make a website. Here's why. Yes, you could definitely go to ChatGPT or any of these website developer services and build yourself a website. But is that website functional? Is that website converting leads? Is that website actually doing justice to your business? See, because what a lot of people think is just a website is just, your domain, a good homepage, and a little bit of information about you. That's what websites used to be. Now a website could be a lead capture, right? It could be a lead magnet. When people go into your website, they just have to take some type of action. Most importantly though, what's happening behind that website, all the things that are connected to the website, all the things that are essentially working in the back end to make the website work smoother and have some type of a system. That's what we build, right? The website, yeah, we'll build a website for you in a day. Like I'll build a website for you in a day, less than a day. What's gonna take time is connecting everything around, right? Not too long, but it'll take a little bit. Connecting all your ecosystems, making them talk to each other, automating things, buying your time back. So that's what I've been up to, y'all. Building my company, enjoying my life with my friends, going to events, spending time with my beautiful daughter. And so, yeah, today y'all gonna get to see me just probably clean up a little bit. I gotta clean up, going to a reset, gonna prospect for the day so that this weekend I might go to California tomorrow. But anyways, let me give you all just a little bit more information, a little bit more yapping here before I get on to my day. But what kind of jam can I drop right now? Man, this thing is gonna piss me off already now. I gotta find like a good shirt, I guess, to put this, but I've been trying to work on my habits. I've always seeked a lot of growth. I've always been seeking growth, and I don't know, sometimes when you see growth, you beat yourself a lot. You beat yourself up a lot. because you know that you can do better. There's always that stress that like I'm not being my best when I'm not being my best. Um, but it actually all comes down to our habits, you know, the habit that you build. Habits, it's damn near like you could call it. It probably is a different definition, but like a habit to me, it's almost like an addiction, you know. Either it's a good addiction or a bad addiction, a good habit or a bad habit. And like I don't know, like could it be like an addiction? I mean, yeah, you do repeatedly, um, and if you do it enough times, like it will become who you are. I heard this quote the other day, and it's like it was between the lines of, you really don't have a personality. What you have is your habits, right? The things that you do, and that's how people define you. And that's how your personality, like that's what people define as your personality. For example, somebody that works out, right? Somebody could define, like, working out is not your personality, right? It's just what you do. But a lot of people will say that, yeah, you know, like, you know, his personality, he like works out and everything. But what if what if this person stopped working out? Would that not be his personality anymore? Right? It's between the lines of that, but essentially what it's saying is, you don't have a personality. What you have is habits, and people, and you, even you look at yourself as those habits that you do. So if you start working out, you're gonna think, yeah, you have personality of working out. If you like to make YouTube videos, you know, you have a YouTube video personality, but it's really just your habits, what you're building, the things that you're telling your mind to do. And then the world is like, oh yeah, he has a, you know, has a YouTube personality, or he has a gym personality, you know, he's a gym rat. But in reality, what we have is just our habits. And I've been just working on building better ones, right? Building better habits. Getting rid of the old ones. I personally, I'm not gonna say what they are, but I personally have two bad habits that I just want to stop, right? Like, if there is nothing else in my life that I like, any other bad habits that I stop, there's these two habits that I'm gonna stop. They're personal habits, you know, they're personal bad habits that I just don't like. But I'm aware of it. I'm aware that I need to change my mindset, right? The only way to change this habit, I believe, it's or any habit, is just to, you know, do something else. So first of all, but habit stack. It's one of my favorite ways of like gaining new habits while getting rid of old ones. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this, but like habit stacking, or yeah, I think you can call it habit stacking, but it's like essentially a lot of people, what they do is they do like this stacking method, not with habits, but with like other things, like your to-do list or whatever. But like you do two things at once, right? So let's say I have the habit of working out, and I also have the habit, but I want to start the habit of listening to podcasts a lot more. Well, you can actually habit stack, right? Where you work out and you listen to the podcast at the same time. See, you're habit stacking. So you know, two birds, one shot. You do two things with the time that you do one, that you were doing one before. Let's say you know you wanna cook healthier food, right? That's the habit that you wanna get into. But you also like watching a movie when you just get home. Like, it's a bad habit, but a good habit. Well, put that movie on and get to cooking. You know? What other habit? You know, let's say you have the habit of sugar, right? Drink too much sweets. And you also want to just start drinking more water, right? Well, in this case, what you could do is every time you have a sweep, just chuck some water. Just chuck a whole bunch of water. More water than there was sweet, right? It's gonna habit stack. You're kind of breaking a pattern, and I don't know if that made sense, but it made complete sense in my mind. All right, YouTube, I'm about to get to work, but I just wanted to tap in. I haven't dropped a video in a minute, a video like this. To be honest, like my YouTube audience, love y'all. We're just a small community. And I love just coming out here and just like the few people that watch this long vlogging videos of me, I appreciate y'all. But one day, you know, God's gonna take me with him. So these videos are gonna be dope memory to watch for anybody that knows me. Let God give me life. Amen. God bless. Alexsoy aquí presente. Few things. Go listen to Live in Spanish Volume 2. Go follow me on all social medias, Alexsoy Music, or go to my website, alexsoymusic.com. Download the vocal template. If you need anything for your business, automations, a website, Google review, if you're a business owner, a lot of musicians are business owners. Contact me. Let's get something going. I'm pretty sure that you can do it yourself. That's not what I'm here to show you. I know that you can do a lot of these things yourself. The whole thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna build an ecosystem that helps you scale. And if I can't do that, I'll pass it on to somebody who can. But if I can, I will take on the challenge. Alexsoy aquí presente. Peace.